It's springtime in Sydney and coming on summer, so what better time to drink some light-bodied, refresh, clean, new vintage white wines, and they're all top value wines according to the Real Review's algorithm. They are under $25 or $25 and under, and they are value for money wines. In other words, the price versus quality agreement is very high for these three wines. I'm Huon Hooke, and this is the Real Review. We have Sauvignon Blanc, 2021 Berton Vineyard. We have a Hunter Valley Semion, which is Audrey Wilkinson 2021 vintage. And we have a Riesling from the Clare Valley, OLeary Walker 2021 Watervale Riesling. This wine is a Berton Vineyards metal label Sauvignon Blanc 2021. It's got a metal label, metallized label. And a lot of people think that good Sauvignon Blanc must come from somewhere really cool, such as Marlborough, New Zealand, or Tasmania. But this wine doesn't. It comes from Padthaway, which is not far from Coonawarra, a bit north of Coonawarra. It's not a particularly cool area, and it's not a region particularly famous for Sauvignon Blanc. But this is a really good value wine at $14. So, what does this wine taste like? Very, very typical Sauvignon Blanc aroma. It's got gooseberries, it's got kiwi fruit, those sorts of aromas, grassy aromas, herbaceous, a bit of capsicum perhaps, a bit of radish perhaps even. All quite herbal characteristics and very floral, very aromatic, very attractive. Really plenty of aroma there. And very distinctive Sauvignon Blanc. In the mouth, it's refreshing. This is the most important thing, I think, with Sauvignon Blanc, is it be crisp and refreshing, really appetizing wine, light-bodied. It's not sweet. A lot of cheaper Sauvignon Blancs make the mistake of being too sweet. This one is beautifully balanced. The fruit is doing all the talking there. There's no oak or anything like that. Nice, clean, refreshing finish. Not complex. It's not about complexity, but it's very good value for money. So, what food to have with this wine? We suggest a salmon frittata. So the wine we're tasting today is Audrey Wilkinson 2021 Hunter Valley Semion. There it is, there's the bottle, and it's Audrey Wilkinson on the front label himself. A lot of people might think with a name like Audrey Wilkinson, it's a woman, but in fact, Audrey was a man. And there he is. This is a wine with a history because Audrey Wilkinson established his vineyard in the Hunter in 1866. So how does it taste, this 2021 Audrey Wilkinson Semion? It's got an absolutely pale but a beautifully clear greenish yellow colour, typical of a very young Hunter Valley Semion. And the nose is quite herbal. It's got all sorts of lovely fresh picked herb characters there. You can smell parsley, you can smell basil, that sort of thing. Even a little bit of citrus on the nose as well. And when you taste it, the main flavour is citrus. It's lemons and limes, things like that. Very, very fresh and crisp and dry without being austere. The trick with Hunter Valley Semion is to make it fresh and approachable when it's young without austerity. These wines, of course, do age for a very long time, but this wine is designed as a drink now wine. It's a beautiful wine right now. And the food we recommend with this wine is spaghetti with seafood and white wine sauce. So the wine we're tasting today is OLeary Walker Watervale Riesling 2021 from the Clare Valley. Now, if there's any region in Australia that is most closely associated with Riesling grape, it's definitely the Clare Valley. There are more wonderful Clare Valley Rieslings than probably any other region in the country. Nick Walker and David OLeary have been making great Riesling for many, many years. They also produce a Polish hill wine which comes from a different part of the Clare Valley. This one is from Watervale. And 2021 is one of the great Riesling vintages. I think that people who want to collect Riesling and sell a Riesling should stock up with the 2021 vintage. So how does this wine taste? OLeary Walker Watervale Riesling 2021. A very light yellow colour, as you'd expect. It's a very young wine. But wow, what a bouquet it's got. Really, really lovely, fragrant, really fragrant, floral, slightly yeasty still, but the yeastiness is quite attractive too. But the flowery characters are paramount there. When we taste it, I'm sure we'll taste the citrus characters, which are typical of Clear Valley Riesling. And yes, it's got lovely tightness and focus, good intensity. It's really quite a tight wine. Riesling is not a big fat wine or a rich wine, it's a tight wine. It's delicate but very intense, and the flavour persists for a long time after it's gone. Yes, limes, lemons, herbs, touch of fennel, touch of basil perhaps as well as there. It's a really lovely combination of aromas and flavours. And the palate is dry. There is a semblance of sweetness there because of the richness of the fruit, but it's basically dry. There's no residual sugar. Lovely, lovely wine. What food would we recommend you have with this wine? We would suggest salmon with rosemary roasted prawns.